impact's going to be one of my words. And I think that's kind of where it shifted for me I was just like you, going to every event, and you have to step back and say, like, what am I doing here? What is my purpose here? And really, when I came to the realization that I'm faith-based, like, why am I here? And God wants me to cross paths with certain people. So when I shifted that to how many people can I get business from, or all of that, like, I put that way to the side and just say, who am I supposed to impact today? So that helped me. The morning miracle, I have to throw that out there because my mornings are really intentional, like affirmations, because as corny as they are and sometimes can be,
they're not.
No.
your subconscious mind determines like 90% of what you do. So I was like, I got to look at that.
Yeah.
So I'm really intentional in my morning devotion. I always read like a self-help book and just very clockwork in my mornings. And it sets my day up. So that's number one. And then two, the change in mindset, where it's who am I going to impact today instead of who am I going to get business from? I think those would be the two things that shifted everything.
And it's so interesting because when you change what you're doing, your mind goes to the right place.
Yes.
It follows.
Oh,
It's crazy. Remember how fanatic our lives were? Because we were the same. We were always in the Tri-County region, going to every brokerage. And if we didn't get to one, we just felt awful. Remember?
Yes.
Like, oh
it
my
was
gosh.
the worst feeling. I missed it. FOMO. And it's not FOMO anymore.
No.
It's not FOMO. And I'm so glad I'm out of that season because, I mean, I remember a few years ago, like it was before COVID. And I remember I was so proud of myself for going to 4 events in one evening.
Too. I'm so cool. Yes.
I was like, yes, I went to 4 events last
4
night.
different
I got
brokerages.
20 business cards. But it was, that's like speed dating.
Yes.
Yeah, but who did you meet? Who did you impact?
Yes, exactly. Like how much meaningful conversation did you have?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you didn't. You know, the answer is you didn't. You know, you
but
didn't.
back then, I thought it was cool.
Well, it's a lot of times, I think it pairs well with, another conversation that I have a lot with our loan officers is just because you're busy doesn't mean you're accomplishing anything.
100%.
Wait, I had this conversation. You were a part of that conversation at the beginning of the year with the podcast here.
Yeah.
I can't stand that word. Like when somebody says they're busy,
No.
I'm like, then you're not. Like,
your
what are
time
you
is
doing?
full.
Yeah.
Great. But how impactful is that time that
I
you're
don't
spending?
use that word anymore. I don't use that word. If somebody says, how's business? And I'm like, I'm either very blessed or I've had a very productive week. I choose, because we talked about this, words are impactful. Words mean something.
Absolutely.
And so I have shifted. That's something else I shifted in the last few years. I need to use the words that have a lot of meaning to me and that have, like I said, purpose. And it's like, busy. Like, what does that mean? And when somebody says that, I'm like, I always want to say, what does that mean?
You called me out today. I said, it's a busy season. You go, no, you're choosing it to be a busy season. That's what you said to me, right? What I want. And I like that. I need to change that, to be honest.
I was going to say, I liked how you used affirmations because that was going to be one of my biggest impacts in just shifting mindset and changing my trajectory.